This is your 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports. Also, it's co-presented by Puso Pilipinas, brought to you by Field Grade System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire LPG, and Star Margarine. Organized by Kings of the Court and Sports Plus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. Last two games here at the main court, here inside St. Benil Gym, in the campus of LaSalle Green Hills, Mandaluyong City. Batch 2005, wearing the white jerseys with dark green shorts, taking on Legacy in their all-black uniforms. Diego Del Paz bringing you the action for two more times, together with our courtside reporter Kate Reyes. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's the jumper missed by Kabakungan. And now, Ben Nieto gets rejected with probably some extra sauce there from Kabakungan with a shove from behind. Nieto off the inbound, gives it to Urban Villa. Nieto kicks it out to Gavino. Kenzo Villanueva with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Coach K, Carl Santos, attacking downhill. Santos steps through, and there's a foul drawn by Coach K, and there is a foul called against, that's Bangay Siso. That'll be 2 free throws for Coach K, Carl Santos. First free throw goes in for Carl Santos. 30 points, 10.8 rebounds, 7.5 assists this season, a 54% free throw shooter. 2 minutes down here in the first period. Novales, baseline jumper, won't go through for the former LaSalle Greenie, turned into a Chiang Kai-shek College Blue Dragon. And the score there by Bangay Siso. Now Santos swings it to Urban Villa. Long two. Too long, too strong. Aber Gonzago. Tobis. 3 on the way. Drills it. Brian Kabakungan with his first field goal of the ball game from beyond the arc. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Carl Santos makes a move, gives it to Villa. Villa finds a diving Kenzo Villanueva, who makes everything but the layup, and the foul is called against Jen Avergonzado. Off the inbound, they go to Richard Gavino. Villa. Nieto. Gavino, the jumper, no good. Long rebound, Kenzo Villanueva. 13 on the shot clock. Villa from inside the keyhole. Drills it for batch 2005. Up to an 8-5 start. Novales. Avergonzado gave it up here, and the long two is no good for Bangay Siso. Carl Santos stops on a dime. Finds his way to the move. No good, and Gavino misses the first time around 2 times, and Gavino gets another offensive board. Kicks it out to Santos with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Coach K loses the basketball. They only have 3 on the 24. Santos needs to put it up, and that is a shot clock violation first on batch 2005. Raymond Avergonzado replacing Bangay Siso. Martin Novales tried to drop it off. Kenzo Villanueva gets a steal, and a counter steal here, completed by Legacy. Avergonzado with a 3, no. Or check that, that was Brian Kabakungan rather, who missed that shot. Five minutes and 22 remaining here in the opening frame. Another stop here by Legacy. And drive to the basket is good for Brian Kabakungan. And it's down to a 1-point lead here for batch 2005. Villanueva, Gavino, and another steal completed here by Legacy. Novales on the drive, and Martin Novales gets rejected. But a great recovery right there from Brian Kabakungan. Santos drops it for Nieto. Ben Nieto misses that one. Kabakungan stop and pop three. Left it short. Kabakungan on the reset. Throws up an air ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And Legacy decides to retreat. Novales with three. They need to put one up here. Straight away three, and that's an air ball and a shot clock violation. But play resumes. Nieto inside the paint. Overshoots the mark. And now it's a power play here. And Kabakungan hits the three. And yes, sir-ree. Four minutes remaining here in the first. 12 on the shot clock. Richard Gavino gets fouled on the way to the cup. It will be 2 on the line here for Richard Gavino. Got a couple of swaps here for Legacy. That'll be 2 shots right here for Richard Gavino, a 14% free throw shooter for the tournament. And Gavino, true to his shooting percentage, this is the first. Four minutes left in this one, and Gavino goes 0 for 2 as the second one rims out. $17 on the shot clock. Novales, cross-court pass. They only have 12 on the shot clock. Lyson, three-pointer, sharp and short. Carl Santos, now to the front court. Numbers game. Oh, what a find to Seth Manahan, but blows that layup. Martin Novales attacking. Novales, the runner, too strong. Second try, and it's good for Leo Avergonzado. 3 minutes and 14 left here in the opening period. Manahan to Santos. 14 to shoot. Coach K. Nice find downstairs to Kenzo Villanueva, who gets fouled. .301 left here in the opening period. It's now 14-8 for Legacy. Kenzo Villanueva's first free throw goes wide left. One of two for Villanueva. Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening period, 14-9. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Novales swings it around to Lyson. Lyson attacks, lost the basketball, and it goes off of batch 2005. It's going to be 7 seconds on the shot clock for Legacy. Makes Rocha into the ball game for Richard Gavino, adding some more wide bodies on the floor. 6 on the 24. Novales hits the corner three. 1, 2, 3. 2 minutes and 34 left here in the opening period, and it's now an 8-point advantage. Santos knocks down the jumper, and it's good. Stops the bleeding here for batch 2005. They're down by 6 at the moment. Novales, nice find downstairs. And the feed to Raymond Avergonzado. Eight-point advantage now for Legacy, as batch 2005 starting to struggle here as Rocha had a shot bothered. Novales spins, and that jumper inside the keyhole. And there's a foul on the play. So there is a pushing foul, and that will send Martin Novales to the free throw line for 2 shots. And before we continue with our broadcast, let's bring in the second member of our panel, Kate Reyes, for this report. Kate?
Thank you so much, Diego. You know, for Legacy, your black shirts, the fuel for this game did not only come from this season's hard work, it roots from last year's almost, as the same team fell short of a championship, describing their relationship as familia. They're hungrier than ever to get the title. This team is composed of friends and friends of friends formed to create a competitive environment in basketball and prove that in this stage. They know they're veterans and they want to prove it tonight. Diego?
Thank you very much, Kate Reyes, with that report. And yes, I remembered that game last season where Legacy fell short in the finals, where Martin Novales got injured as he missed that three-pointer from the right wing. It's how teacher versus student. Carl Santos was once Martin Novales' coach here at LaSalle Green Hills when Santos held the program, especially in the grassroots level. And now Carl Santos back at the free throw line for 2 shots. And that is pure for Carl Santos. And if you're wondering, Carl Santos, of course, was the previous head coach for the UE Junior Warriors. And Martin Novales will check out of the ball game and getting a little breather. Of course, Carl Santos has led multiple teams, or should we say multiple programs, including Xavier School and, of course, LaSalle Green Hills. If you'll see the banner here inside the St. Benil Gym in LaSalle Green Hills, you will see Carl Santos' name. And speaking of Carl Santos, misses it off the glass. 48 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, and it's a 10-point advantage opened up by batch 2005. Lyson gives it up, and they dump the ball downstairs. They move the ball around, and the jumper won't go through for Leo Avergonzado. Carl Santos attacks, spins. Santos steps through, and Carl Santos made his defenders look like fools, or make them look like scrubs. Man, oh man, what a play by Coach K, taking all of his defenders to school. Oh wait, we are in a school. Carl Santos hits the bonus. And it's down to a 7-point ball game after that 3-point play conversion for Coach K. 19 seconds left here in the opening frame. They try to dump the ball down low on that Avergonzado connection. Carl Santos, like a bull through the china shop, gets a second 3-point play opportunity for his troubles. .2 seconds remaining. Carl Santos could cut this down to a 4-point ball game. Santos hits it. 3.2 seconds remaining. They push it forward to Baliguat. And from half court at the buzzer, it won't even draw iron. And after the first quarter of play, let's take a look at this EcoOil highlight of the quarter. Carl Santos with the spin move and making his defenders look silly. And it's 23-19 in favor of Legacy after one. We'll be right back with second quarter of action. Second quarter of action now underway between Batch 2005 and Legacy here in the 39 and below recreational Division 7 of your 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports. And Carl Santos again making his defenders look weak. It's down to a 4-point ball game. Nine minutes and 33 remaining, and it's a 5-point advantage here for Legacy. They feed the ball to Kenzo Villanueva. Kicks it out. JJ Ramirez for 3 off to the left. 9 and 17 left, and Kenzo Villanueva. Ooh! And it's off the shoulder of, let's see, that was Bangay Siso. Kenzo Villanueva attacking. Villanueva had his door shot on him. Rocha, leaner 3, off the glass and in! Uno, dos, tres! And it's down to a 1-point ball game. Or 2 points rather, 26-24. And Carl Santos with that sky-high rebound. Santos trying to go coast to coast. Carl Santos like a ram through traffic but can't make that shot. He was like a horse with blinders galloping through, and that entry pass intended for Jem Avergonzado just goes out of bounds. Don Cribe into the ball game for Kenzo Villanueva. So it only means that it's only Anil Dargani who's not appeared among the active players on the roster here for Batch 2005. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline J won't go through for Don Cribe. It goes out of bounds. Twelve seconds on the shot clock. Rocha. Now to Carl Santos. Rocha sets the screen with 8 on the shot clock. And we got a foul away from the play. And they called it against Raymond Avergonzado. And we got a little bit of a physicality between Santos and Bangay Siso here before the inbound. 13 to shoot. Santos driving through, drops it off for Don Cribe, and Cribe scores down low. And we are tied at 26 all, much to the delight of the Batch 2005 gallery present. Avergonzado misses. It will stay with Legacy. 7 and 44 remaining. Avergonzado gave it up here to Kabakungan. There's a foul called against Seth Manahan. Ben Nieto returns to the ball game for Seth Manahan. It will be Martin Novales back in the ball game for Legacy, replacing Brian Kabakungan. 14 on the shot clock for Legacy. They move the ball around, finding Novales. Straight away 3 off to the left for Kent Tobis. Seven minutes and 20 left here in the second. From the inbound, they go to Novales. 3-pointer left it short. Santos taps it, and Gavino saves it back to Santos. Santos attacking. 3 on 3. They drop it to Cribe, and Cribe. That pass went to his legs. 7 minutes left here in the first half. Novales, baseline drive. Extra pass to Avergonzado. Oh, look at that. So that's 2 Avergonzados right there. That was Raymond Avergonzado with the miss, and the putback by Jen Avergonzado. 2-point lead here for Legacy. Richard Gavino to Nieto. Off the glass and in. Ben Nieto gets the hoop, the harm, the 3-point play the hard way for batch 2005. We are tied at 28 all. Ben Nieto hits the bonus. 29-28 is our count. 6 minutes and 30 left here in the second. 1 point lead for batch 2005. Novales feeds the ball inside. Shot clock down to 10. They move the ball around. 3 ball is short for Jan Magno. 6:05 remaining here in the second. Nieto misses the first time around. Gavino misses on the second try. It will go back to Legacy. Five minutes and 53 remaining here in the second. Novales, spin move. Couldn't put up that shot. Novales on the second try. Still no good. Third try, this time by Raymond Avergonzado, goes in. Time left in this one. 5 minutes and 33 in the second quarter. Carl Santos hits that jumper. It's now a 1 point lead, down to a 1 point lead for Legacy. 5 minutes and 14 left here in the second quarter. Novales launches a 3, no good. Long rebound goes back to Legacy. Novales, another 3 ball won't go through, and the ball will go back to batch 2005. Kenzo Villanueva enters the ball game for Migs Rocha. 4 minutes and 56 left here in the second quarter. Batch 2005 trying to regain the lead with a basket here. Santos with the basketball. Kenzo Villanueva's screen rejected. Carl Santos with a jumper and drills it. Carl Santos starting to catch fire here in the second quarter, and the lead goes back to batch 2005. Santos nearly gets the steal, and the ball will remain with Legacy. 17 seconds on the shot clock, and now Legacy calls this timeout with 4 minutes and 35 left here in the second quarter. And we'll be back with more action in the 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports. Four minutes and 32 remaining here in the second quarter. 1 point lead here for batch 2005. But first a foul on Don Cribe. "14 seconds on the shot clock here for Legacy rather. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Corner 3 on the way. Pure. And goes down smooth for Brian Kabakungan. 4 minutes and 16 left here in the second. 2 point advantage, by the way, for Legacy. Santos with 15 on the shot clock. Drives through. Santos, the jumper, won't go in. Kenzo Villanueva with the offensive board. What a zip pass inside for Richard Gavino. What a play to tie this ball game up at 35. 4 minutes remaining in this one, and there's a foul called against batch 2005. Urban Villa back in the contest for Don Cribe. And it's Patrick Laison back in the ball game for Jam Magno. 2 free throws for Kabakungan. First free throw is good, as batch 2005 is already over the foul limit. So we've got one more game, by the way, to settle all of our championship games here at the main court. It will be Division 8 match, a Division 8 matchup between Reign against 2018. 3 minutes and 40 remaining here in the second. Kenzo Villanueva attacks, drops it off for Gavino. Urban Villa couldn't make that jumper. 3 and 29 remaining. 19 on the shot clock. Kabakuan, stop and pop 3, rolls out. Richard Gavino with a rebound. Carl Santos attacks. Santos fakes, fires, and the jumper doesn't trickle in. Long rebound secured by Jem Avergonzado, but Carl Santos with a steal. Carl Santos, hang time move, making it look way too easy than it actually is. 3 minutes left, and we are all square here at 37. Kabakungan gets the hoop. The harm, the three-point play the hard way, and the foul is called on Richard Gavino. Kabakungan at the free throw line for the bonus. Kabakungan hits it, and it's a three-point advantage for Legacy. Approaching the final furlong of the second quarter. Nieto to Kenzo Villanueva for the tie. Left it short. And now here comes Legacy on the attack. Kabakungan attacking right. Kabakungan floats it up, no good. Second try, still no dice for Legacy. Lyson attacking. Tried to drop it off, and it is out of bounds. 2 minutes and 25 left. Ben Nieto brings it forward. Nieto attacks. And it will stay with batch 2005. Plenty of time on the shot clock here for batch 2005. Kenzo Villanueva with a kick-out pass to Carl Santos. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Santos makes his move. Long two, his specialty of the house, but didn't fall through. And it's off the fingertips of Kabakungan. And batch 2005 will burn one of their 2 timeouts of the first half. As we are down to the final 2:07 of the second period. We'll be right back. .207 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Batch 2005 down by 3. They regrouped and called that last timeout. 14 seconds on the shot clock, and Urban Villa to trigger the inbound. Villa passes it to Kenzo Villanueva, and there is a caging foul called against Legacy. That's on RJ Baliguat. 14 seconds on the shot clock. And Urban Villa with the inbound. Pick it out to Carl Santos. Right wing jumper. Chewed up and spat out by the rim. And now here comes Novales. Novales backing down his defender. Jumper. No good. For that's Joseph Avergonzado. Santos feeds Urban Villa, who muffs that layup. Minute and 36 remaining. Baliguat called for traveling on that play. And now here comes match 2005, an opportunity to tie this one. Santos faked the 3. Double screen set here for Carl Santos. 13 seconds on the shot clock. We got 2 men down from both sides. Carl Santos tried to go for that Irving-like reverse layup to no avail. Baliguat attacking. Drops it off downstairs. And that reverse layup also won't go through. Now Santos on the 1 and 2. Carl Santos attacking. Carl Santos making his defenders look silly, and it's down to a 1-point lead for Legacy, 40-39. 40 seconds remaining before we hit the halftime break. Novales, long two. Couldn't drain it. Offensive rebound goes to Raymond Overgonzado. And a block by Kenzo Villanueva. And now Bash 2005. An opportunity to regain the lead here. 25 seconds left. Santos. And there's 5 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Santos. Right wing jumper for the lead for Batch 2005. 10 seconds left. Shot clock is off for Legacy. Novales. They only have 5 seconds to shoot. Novales gives it up to Lyson. Lyson tees it up from 3. No. And we will go to the halftime break with Batch 2005 taking a 1-point lead over Legacy, 41-40. This is your 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports.
A home is more than just a place. It's a foundation. It's where our bonds were forged, our values were built, and where our futures truly began. For every LaSalle Green Hills alumni, that home remains with
The 26 EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports continues in Batch 2005 with a 1-point advantage over Legacy at the break, 41-40, and Urban Villa will take a trip to the free throw line for 2 shots, trying to extend this advantage to a high of 3. That first free throw bounces in, out, and back in again. So during this entire ball game, Batch 2005 led by as much as 4 points. They can get close to that. This is their second highest lead as Villa makes both free throws. Once again, this is Diago Del Paz bringing the action together with our courtside reporter Kate Reyes. Our look into the halftime stats shows that Batch 2005 with 39% shooting from the field in the first half versus Legacy's 31%. Legacy shooting better from beyond the arc, 4 out of 20 versus 2K5's 1 out of 5. Rebounding battle won by Legacy 31-27. The assist comparison won by 2K5. That's 8-4. And of course, points in the paint 22-20 for 2005. So pretty much close throughout most of this one. Novales couldn't hit that 3. And now let's get some more insights from the teams that are competing tonight through our courtside reporter, Kate Reyes. Kate?
Diego, apart from taking home the title, if there's another thing 2005, your white shirts is out to prove in here. It's Dads still got it. Most of them are busy dads of toddlers, and making time doing extra work for their team actually took a lot of effort. They know the work they put in, and they just remind themselves that every huddle, it's the second half now, and testing the water should be done. Hindi naman daw nalalayo ang skill level nila from the other, and they're holding it among themselves to want it more. Huli na, ngayon pa ba bibitaw? Diego.
Thank you very much, Kate Reyes, with that report. And funny thing about that, Kate, is that these guys from 2005, they are my batchmates here in high school, together with, of course, our president of Kings of the Court, Cholo Lehisma. So basically, these guys were the ones that I grew up with, studying here inside these hallowed halls of LaSalle Green Hills. It's a 3-point advantage here for batch 2005. They still haven't found a way to extend this lead. And that 3-pointer missed by Kabakungan. Misses twice, but downstairs. And Jem Avergonzado will not miss that one. 7:33 left here in the third. It's down to a 1-point lead. Villa gives it up to Manahan inside the keyhole, and there's a holding foul first called against Legacy, and it's on Bangay Siso, who will check out of the ball game. 14 seconds on the shot clock here for 2005. Carl Santos to Urban Villa. 5 on the shot clock. Manahan, baseline J, no good. And Kabakungan with the rebound. Novales pushing pace, trying to tie this or give the lead back to Legacy, and he gets fouled. And the foul is called against Urban Villa. So going back to that report by Kate Reyes, and yes, a lot of my batchmates are already dads of their own right. So it's the window is starting to close on them. And it was back in 2019 when our team, now called as the LSCSB Players Only, defeated a much stronger batch 2005 side at the time. So basically, times have changed, and of course, you know, the players have changed too. So 2019 was what? Good 7 years ago. 6 minutes and 48 remaining, and we've got a tied ball game right here after that split from the free throw line by Novales. And Carl Santos will head to the line for 2 shots. Again, aggressive to the hole. And Carl Santos at the line for 2 shots. Santos, the first free throw, chewed up and spat out by the rim. Oh for 2 for Carl Santos.
That's right now, 4GBKS
6 minutes and 35 remaining here in the third quarter. Shot up and no good for Legacy. They try to go for a second try here, and it's good this time for Jen Avergonzado. 2-point lead for Legacy right now, 47-45. Carl Santos trying to make his move, create some space, gives it up to Seth Manahan. Manahan with a floater, and it's rolls out, and Kenzo Villanueva gets the putback in. 5 minutes and 57 left here in the third. 3 on the way, and it bounces in for Brian Kabakungan. And it's now a 3-point advantage for Legacy, 50-47. Carl Santos drives through the lane, lost the basketball. Manahan recovers. Shot clock down to 14. Manahan to Kenzo Villanueva. Villanueva gets his own miss to no avail, and Santos gets a steal. Santos from the free throw line. Jumper rolls out. 5 minutes and 17 remaining in the third quarter. Novales, 14 on the shot clock. Novales open for three. No. Carl Santos gets a rebound. Now Santos attacks. Santos 1-on-3. Carl Santos. And there's a foul. That's a continuation play for Coach K. And the foul is on Martin Novales. The student still wins every time. Or should we say, the teacher wins again against the student. Carl Santos with the bonus and for the tie. Takes it, makes it. And we are deadlocked at 50 all. 5 minutes exactly remaining in the third. And JJ Ramirez checks out. And Alnil Dargani makes his first appearance of the ball game. Four minutes and 55 left. Quiroga, the jumper, drills it. Lead back to Legacy. Now Ben Nieto attacks. Ben Nieto spins. But first, a traveling violation against Ben Nieto. Four minutes and 37 left in the third. Legacy could double up their lead or make it 5 from way downtown. That's a miss for Patrick Laison. Laison swings it. Kabakungan, a more sure shot, but fails to make that three. Santos attacks. Santos takes it by himself and goes coast to coast for that shot to tie this ball game up at 52. Quiroga gave it up here to Laison. Quiroga. Kabakungan. 10 seconds. Hook pass downstairs. Avergonzado. That's Raymond Avergonzado with a miss. Loose ball won here by Carl Santos. Now it's 2-on-2. Carl Santos. And the ball deflected away from his hand. And there's a foul called against Ben Nieto. Giving up that foul on Laison. 3 minutes and 39 left here in the third quarter. And we are deadlocked. All square at 52. Kabakungan for three. He gets fouled by Mix Rocha on that closeout. And Rocha gets called for that unsportsmanlike foul. Three minutes and 32 left here in the third quarter. So it's hushed silence here. So it's an unsportsmanlike foul on Rocha. And now that's Brian Kabakungan being helped up. And he has to be helped out back to the bench. So it will be a replacement shooter for Kabakungan. And that will be 3 free throws plus ball possession here for Legacy. And that will greatly affect Batch 2005, especially if the replacement shooter knocks down all free throws. Now entering the ball game, that's RJ Baliguat, who will be the replacement shooter. Three minutes and 32 left here in the third. First free throw missed by Baligwat.
1 minute and 34 minutes remaining in the fourth and final period. And once again, the next game here in our second quarter, the last game of the next game, Team CP versus Grazel Parañaque.
One of 3 so far made here by Baligwat, and he knocks down 2 out of 3 free throws. Three minutes and 32 left here in the third quarter. Two-point advantage here for Legacy. They swing the ball to Lyson. Lyson for 3. No. Long rebound by Carl Santos. Gives it up to Ben Nieto. Nieto goes all the way, and see you later. We are tied once again at 54. It's been a close battle all throughout. And Anil Dargani gets a steal. Carl Santos gives it up to Ben Nieto. Nieto overshoots the mark. Carl Santos attacks against Baligwat. Carl Santos twirls, spins, and what a play for Coach K. Lead back to batch 2005, 56-54. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Extra passing finds its way, and a miss there by Raymond Avergonzado. Carl Santos goes downhill. Santos up and under move, and like a bull through a china shop. 2 minutes and 20 left in the third period. 4-point ball game. And Legacy having a hard time here against batch 2005. Santos, 3-on-1. Santos with the jumper in the paint. And right now, Carl Santos, a one-man wrecking crew. And it looks like he's starting to rip the heart out of Legacy in this one. Carl Santos with that jumper in the paint. We'll be right back. .205 remaining here in the third quarter, and Carl Santos by his lonesome has built up a 6-point advantage here for batch 2005. Tobis misses that 3. Carl Santos with the long rebound. 2-on-2 with Ben Nieto. Santos against Novales, the teacher against the student, and again the teacher wins for a third time. And Santos with the score with that jumper. Novales attacks, and Kenzo Villanueva with the steal. Ben Nieto, 2-on-3. Nieto attacks, right-handed finish, rolls out. A minute and 28 remaining here in the third quarter. Tobis gives it up to Novales. Tobis, and the kick-out pass went to the 20th dimension and to nobody. And it was intended for Brian Kabakungan, who made a full recovery after tweaking that right ankle earlier. A minute and 21 remaining here in the third quarter. Nieto. Give it up here to Kenzo Villanueva. Carl Santos with the leather. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Santos with the isolation play. 8 to shoot. Santos makes his move and gets a foul off the window and in! The hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way for Coach K. Wowza! What a shot for Carl Santos. 58.9 seconds left. And it's an 11-point advantage. Now 12 after the three-point play conversion by Carl Santos. 66-54. Novales picks up the ball with 57 seconds left. Full shot clock here for Legacy. Avergonzado kicks it out to Novales. Open three. Left it short. Kenzo Villanueva with the rebound. Santos attacking. Carl Santos trying to get the finish. Play continues. Novales attacks. Gave it up here, and the layup won't bounce in for Jem Avergonzado. But on the second try, there's a foul against Kenzo Villanueva of a pushing variety, and that will send Raymond Avergonzado to the free throw line for a pair. 66-54 is our tally. First free throw, no good. 30.1 seconds left. Oh for 2 there for Raymond Avergonzado. 25 seconds left. 4-second difference between game and shot clock. Kenzo Villanueva. 15 on the shot clock. And Villanueva gets rejected there, and now Novales attacks. Martin Novales loses his footing and gets fouled by Ben Nieto. And that was the last foul to give for batch 2005. Urban Villa back in the contest as Martin Novales will go to the free throw line. Okay, so that last foul was actually the foul that sent batch 2005 into the penalty situation. Novales hits the first of 2. Second of 2 for Novales at the line. Takes it and makes it. Former LaSalle Green Hills Greenie. 66-56, a 10-point advantage here for batch 2005. Santos with the leather. 3, 2. Santos hits the jumper with time expiring at the end of 3 quarters of action. Let's take a look at that replay on that Carl Santos move. Puts it up in the nick of time. 68-56 is batch 2005's lead over Legacy.
The LSGH is a union of former students, strong in faith, committed to serve, and united as one in communion. Our mission is to identify, support, and create advocacies that reflect our core Lasallian values. We serve as the bridge to the Lasallian community in the Philippines and around the world. We are a community that shares best practices, striving to be a premier union that actively promotes faith, service, and communion. Reconnect, serve, lead. Join the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association today.
We're down to the final 10 minutes of action here in this battle between batch 2005 and Legacy here in Division 6 of your 26th EcoOil One Assault Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports, also brought to you by also co-presented by Puso Pilipinas, brought to you by Feel Great System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire LPG, and Star Margarine. Organized by Kings of the Court and Sports Plus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. Final 10 minutes of play here. 68-58 is our tally in favor of batch 2005. Carl Santos makes his move, and that jumper no good. Gavino with the offensive board, and we got a short stoppage in play. "12 seconds on the shot clock for batch 2005. Off the inbound, Santos Saves the basketball. 7 seconds to shoot. Santos. Jumper. And it's good. 70 to 58. And Carl Santos has just ripped the hearts out of Legacy here. Carl Santos with 45 points and easily would be our finals most valuable player. Should Batch 2005 hold on, and nice find there inside for Raymond Avergonzado. It's still a 10-point ball game here. 8 minutes and 34 left in the fourth and final quarter. Santos kills his dribble, gets the ball back from Villa. 10 on the shot clock. Santos, oh, what a find downstairs for Seth Manahan. 4 on the 24. Gives it up to Villa. 1 on the shot clock. Kenzo Villanueva, high arcer, no good. Rebound secured by Raymond Avergonzado. And Seth Manahan there was so surprised he was that open. And Martin Novales crashes to the ground. And he gets hit at the nape. And Martin Novales still hasn't moved. And feeling shaken and stirred there. 8:08 left here in the fourth quarter. So Novales at the free throw line, 70 to 60. First free throw is good for Martin Novales. Novales trying to make this an 8-point ball game. 1 of 2 from the line. Kenzo Villanueva got the ball ripped out of his hands, but unfortunately a foul was called over the back against Jen Avergonzado, much to the dismay of the Legacy bench. Exactly 8 minutes to go here in this payoff period. Santos finds Kenzo Villanueva downstairs. Everything but the shot there. And now Novales. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Novales couldn't hit the J. Urban Villa with the rebound. Seth Manahan feeds Santos. Santos again. Teacher against student. And the teacher continues to win. And Martin Novales gets called for the foul. Seven minutes and 28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Santos, bonus free throw is in. And Carl Santos. It's now 48 piece for Carl Santos. 2 points away from a 50 piece. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 12 on the shot clock here. They feed the ball inside. And that's Raymond Avergonzado at the free throw line for 2 shots. First free throw, no good for Raymond Avergonzado. For 0 for 2 rather for Avergonzado. Offensive rebound won here by Legacy. Raymond Avergonzado lost the basketball, and we got a foul on the play, or should we say a kickball violation. "14 seconds on the shot clock here for Legacy. 12 on the shot clock. Raymond Avergonzado had the door shot on him by Gavino. And now here comes Carl Santos with an assist to Seth Manahan, and a see you later. Six minutes and 42 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. 17 on the shot clock. Novales swings the ball around, and the 3 from straight away down the hatch for Kent Tobis. 6 minutes and 24 left in the ball game. Santos makes his move. 15 on the 24. Santos fades away. No. Now here comes Tobis. Tobis zigzags from left to right, but couldn't make that shot. And Richard Gavino gets a rebound. Carl Santos attacks. Carl Santos with the finish. Couldn't make that one, but he will go to the line for two. .602 remaining here in the fourth. 11-point ball game. Now 12 after the first of two made by Coach K. This one for a 50-piece. Santos makes it officially a 50-point game for Carl Santos. Under 6 minutes to go in this ball game. And coming up next, it will be our final game. It's a battle between Reign against 2018 and the 39 below Division 8. Kabakungan couldn't make that shot, and now Carl Santos. 5 minutes and 26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Seth Manahan kicks it out to Santos. Santos attacks, steps through. Oh, and Santos recovers that leather. Santos flips it up, and it's a 52-point ball game. Now here's the attack. Novales gets fouled and will go to the line for two shots. And Carl Santos continues to complain about that non-call. So Carl Santos gets warned for resentment to a non-call. And now Martin Novales back to the free throw line for two shots. 5:05 left in the ball game. Novales hits the first of two. .79-66 with 5:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Novales hits both. It's now 79-67 with 5:04 left here in the fourth and final quarter. 4:57 left in the ball game. Santos, 12 on the shot clock. Good isolation play. Santos, jumper from outside the keyhole, no good. And off to the races goes Jen Avergonzado, and touchdown finish. 79-69, 10-point ball game with plenty of time remaining. And Novales gets called for the reach-in. And Batch 2005 will call this timeout. It's actually Legacy. Batch 2005 with the timeout. We'll be right back.
And become our lifetime member. Animo La Salle. A home is more than just a place. It's a foundation. It's where our bonds were forged, our values were built, and where our futures truly began. For every LaSalle Green Hills alumni, that home remains within us. The LSGH.
Four minutes and 30 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. And Novales could not get to that basketball, and it goes out of bounds. Seth Manahan with the inbound to Urban Villa. 4 minutes and 20 left in the match. Manahan, well defended here by Torrio. Santos calling for the clear out. 9 on the shot clock. And Santos gets fouled by Novales. And again, the student gets schooled by the teacher. And it will be 2 free throws as Legacy already beyond the foul limit. First free throw is good for Carl Santos. Two out of 2 for Coach K. 81-69 is our tally. Novales attacks and Novales falls flat to the ground. The foul is on Richard Gavino. And Novales still down on the ground. That was the last foul to give, by the way, for batch 2005. Novales stood up and looks like he's all right. Again, feeling shaken and stirred just like a James Bond martini. Under 4 minutes to go in this ball game. 12-point advantage for batch 2005. And Novales makes the first of 2.
That will be the last game of the 26th EcoOil 1 Salle.
Second free throw is good for Novales.
That's going to be against Rain versus 2018.
Again, coming up next, it will be our final game here at the main court of St. Benil Gym, LaSalle Green Hills on Championship Sunday. Rain against 2018 in Division 8 of the 39 and below. And batch 2005 turned the ball over once more. They're just up by 10 points. 3-pointer for Novales, left it short. Carl Santos attacking. Carl Santos heading the foot race, and Carl Santos slaloms through and leaving them behind the defenders in the dust, telling everyone, see you later. Carl Santos with 56 already. And that shot is good by Raymond Avergonzado. We are down to the midnight hours of this battle. Gavino double teamed. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Santos, the jumper. Couldn't get to 58 yet. And here comes Avergonzado. Gives it up to Raymond Avergonzado with the layup. 83-75. And it's down to an 8-point ball game in favor of LaSalle Green Hills batch 2005. Santos, 12 on the shot clock. Carl Santos attacking. Gives it up. Seth Manahan, the jumper, and rattles that one in. 85-75, back to a 10-point ball game, and it's down to a 7-point ball game. Brian Kabakungan, ice in his veins. And we are down to the last 2 minutes of this one, and we'll stay with the possession. Will stay with batch 2005. Carl Santos. They're now using up a lot of time here. Santos still on it. 6 on the shot clock. The student against the teacher, and another foul, but this time away from the play, and it's called against Leo Avergonzado. Both teams already in penalty. This time it will be Richard Gavino at the free throw line for 2 shots.
2 free throws for Richard Gavino.
First free throw rolls out. Gavino trying to make that second. No avail though. 7-point ball game. Novales. Ball now with Raymond Avergonzado, and it will stay with Legacy. It's going to be a substitution here for Jen Avergonzado, replacing Leo Avergonzado. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Novales with 14 to shoot. Open three, and it's no good for Kent Tobis. Seth Manahan gets fouled, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Seth Manahan back to the free throw line for 2 shots. Manahan makes the first of 2.
Old school si PK, old school. Nasaan naman siya? FBL.
86-78 is our tally. Another long range 3. That one rolls out for Brian Kabakungan. Now Carl Santos looking to waste more time. They're still up by 8. 1 minute to go in this ball game. Santos gets fouled by Kent Tobis, and Carl Santos will head to the line for 2 shots. Chance to make this his total 58 already, and Santos makes the first. 54.7 seconds remaining, and Santos hits both. 58 piece for Carl Santos. 10-point ball game. Novales for 3. Off to the right, and Santos with a rebound. 45 seconds remaining, and Santos will dribble this one out. And Coach K looks like Carl Santos will not go for that 60 piece. 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock, and they will just dribble this one out, and they're now just shaking their hands. And that will be it. Batch 2005 will take the crown here in Division 6. Division 7 rather, against Legacy. 88-78, a 10-point victory for batch 2005. And it's a no-doubter. If you watch this game, you know who our finals MVP will be. And again, coming up next, our final game here in the 39 and below division, Division 8, Reign against 2018. Again, what a ball game for both of these teams, and we will have our awarding ceremonies in a moment. Of course, our Commissioner Tonichi Puhante will be doing the awarding. He will give out the runner-up medals and trophy to Legacy. So back-to-back seasons falling in heartbreak.
Legacy, please proceed to center court. Once you got your medal, please proceed to center court para sa ating photo op. Sila muna, first runner-up muna. Okay, please proceed to the center court. So, official photo op.
So once again, congratulations to Legacy, despite finishing runner-up. And now batch 2005, your champions. So congratulations to batch 2005 and the ragtag crew. Ben Nieto, Chard Gavino, Seth Manahan, Don Kriebe, Carl Santos, JJ Ramirez, Anil Dargani, Mix Rocha, and Miguel Vasquez. Of course, they're missing a couple of key players, including Gio Sia for this one. But once again, congratulations to batch 2005 for winning this one. And it's going to be no surprise, our finals MVP with a 58 piece with 11 rebounds, Carl Santos.
That is the highest so far in a finals game. Next, hello, gusto makasama or makalaban is calling out Red.
So congratulations again to Carl Santos, our finals MVP, and he will be joined by Kate Reyes shortly. And again, coming up next, it will be our final game in the 39 below Division 8. That's Rain against 2018. All right, so Carl Santos will be interviewed by Kate Reyes.
Coming up is our final game for tonight.
And now we will have our interview with our finals MVP from batch 2005, Carl Santos, who is now with Kate Reyes. Kate?
Still Kate Reyes reporting from the sidelines. Standing here beside me is our finals MVP, our league record breaker, Sir Carl Santos. Sir Carl, first of all, it was yours from the get-go. Nanakot sila sa dulo, pero you guys held your composure. So can you talk about that? How did you do that?
Tagal na namin magkakasama eh. This is the first time na nakabalik ako sa batch ko, 05. I trust what we do. Kasi syempre, tagal na namin naglalaro sa Alumni. Nanalo na rin kami ng championship. So sabi ko nga, pakita lang natin yung 05 basketball. I think we're gonna be okay.
Yun na nga, you know, you made your own fair share of sacrifices getting here. Doble effort sa routine ninyo to accommodate practices and runs. So yun, looking back, how big is this win for you personally?
Well, memorable kasi sinasabi ko nga baka ito na yung last ko. Gusto ko na mag-stop muna mag-basketball. So yun, pati na-motivate ako kay Rowie. Kanina pa ako niloloko buong season eh. So yun, sige, shoutout kay Rowie.
Coach, last na, you know, the floor is yours, you deserve it. Anybody you'd like to greet?
Wala naman. Thank you for supporting Alumni League 1 Lasal. Keep supporting it and para sa batch 05 to.
Thank you so much. See you next year. Back to you, Diego.
All right, thank you very much, Kate Reyes, with that interview with Coach K, Carl Santos, your finals MVP, 58 points, 11 rebounds to push batch 2005 to that victory over Legacy. Coming up next will be our final game of the evening here in the 39 and below recreational. It's going to be Rain taking on 2018 as we continue action here on Championship Sunday here in the 26th EcoOil 1 Salle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports.